So this was going to originally be a part, I think, 3 to the. Let me pull it up just to confirm. I think this was supposed to be part 3 of the Scrofe lore. But unfortunately, part 2, the original, was corrupted somehow when I was in the middle of producing it, and thus I will be uploading it as a separate as part 2, but the video is definitely going to be broken and isn't going to cover everything. So what we need to do today is actually really light. We're almost done. We need to currently work on the nobility and just basically fill out the timeline for rulers. For the Grand Scrofe, which shouldn't be too bad. So we're going to just do a quick setup of a highlight so we can easily keep track of it. All the way up to Age of Monsters. There we go. We're just going to do a yellow highlight so I know which ones I'm working on right now. So we need the founding kingdom and founding family. One of the things we did do is it's in Tech Ages, I believe, is where we. Nope. Was it in base? Probably. Yep. So let's come in here and go to royalty, and we're gonna boop. So we know that they don't live very long, and we need a naming convention. To be honest, I am going to be looking up well-known Viking or Norse names. All right, and we're probably going to work a lot. Yeah, we'll allow cookies. That's fine. Kind of messing around. So the first one is we're gonna have Helga, the first queen. The first queen. And we're not actually. That's something I'm gonna put in the nobility. Note for or no, we'll put noble houses as the name here. Noble houses, and we're gonna actually bring them down here because I will leave that up there. Okay, so for noble houses for most Scrofe. Clan names are, and let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah, I am. Okay. Are created either by a slight change of the founder's name, or in most cases, just a version, or just the founder's title. A good example of a noble house would be the following. We're actually gonna do back here, Sigrunson, or House Sigrunson. Yeah, there we go. Nope. A noble family who dates back to the first Sigrun of the age. We're gonna put them as, I like the idea of the silenced age. Sigrun the I'm gonna do Bolt Slayer, and I'll go into that in a minute. Of House Sigrunson. Okay, and we'll do the same thing for Helga. House Helgason. Okay. Who dates back to the first okay. A noble family who dates back to the first Sigrun of the in the age, or in the broken age. Was it broken or is it silent? It was silenced actually. In the silenced age, or more well known as the Age Without Magic. During this time, the Scrofe people were led by a unknown king prior to the rise of Sigrun. What would we give the name of him? The Bolt Slayer. Were led by an unknown prior to the rise of Sigrun the Bolt Slayer, House Sigrunson. Names are created by a slight change of the founder's name, or in most cases, the founder's title. A good example would be the following. Okay. Clan names are created by either a slight change of the founder's name to basically to the first name of the founder and adding SSON, or in common son. And we'll do that, or son of. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll do of, and then son. A slight note, daughter is a term not used in the Scrofe lands, as all are treated the same. Okay. So, alright. House Sigurd is a noble family that founded the Sigurd, or well known as the Age Without Magic. During this time, the Scrofe people were led by an unknown king prior to the rise, at which point, upon her rise to power, Sigrun, the Bolt Slayer, is said to have conquered the castle of I think that's Azazel. Is that Azazel? Let me duplicate real quick and go to my D&D campaigns or races. The heli would be in here. Let's go. Alright. No, it's not. Where is it? Azazel. Okay. Castle of House Azazel in the Helio territory. Okay. Let's see. Alright. At which point, upon her rise to power, upon the conquest and destruction of all but one child of the noble house, Sigrun was rewarded with the name the Bolt Slayer for her capture of an ancient weapon from the head of the house, the sword formerly known as the Azura Bolt, which would later be renamed to Bolt Slayer, and would, however, upon the death of Sigrun, the Bolt Slayer, the sword was supposedly lost or melted down by the next ruler in line. But House Sigrunson would be founded and in common referred to as Sons of Sigrun. Okay. Let's make sure all that gets set up. That all looks right. Okay, perfect. So we can get rid of you, go back into the timeline. We need another king. We'll do Svend. The pirate king of House Svendson. Oops, nope, I meant to go all the way back in the spelling. There we go. All right, so we need to do this for each of them. Okay, we'll do Frida, the was it? I think it's spelled this way, right? The Anaena, yeah. The Anae. Oh, it's A-E-N. Okay, A-E-N-A. The Anaena of House Frida. Okay. Current nobility in the Age of Monsters. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, this is a heading 5, as per usual. This is going to get to heading 6. This is going to indent. This will get heading 5, heading 6. I'm going to put heading 5 to that, and then another house heading 6. Okay, perfect. So that's done. We just need to come up with the rest of the military leaders, and then we're good. We have in total a good few. Okay, so let's see. The last flame, I think Gorm, the fire breather of House Gormson. Okay. Alright. I like this. Najal, the giant slayer of House Najalson. Okay. The written age. Let me go. I like this. Burger. The was it wordling? Is what we used for the term. Upu. Okay. The Upu or wordling of House Gerson. Perfect. Sten, the stone-faced House Stenson. Okay. Let's see how many more we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're gonna do Sus, the confused of House Susson. And we're actually not gonna make him the first. We're gonna make him the second. Sus. We'll put I. The pink-bellied of House Susson. There we go. And we're gonna actually put his thing as there we go. And we'll just make sure to mention this is King Sus the Second, because we want to keep that accurate. All right. Let's see. Okay, Sigrun, the Curly of House Sigrun son. Alright, let's see. Let's do Age of Tears. I'm gonna do Thurid the Beautiful of House Thurid son. And lastly, Took the Hard-Headed of House Took son. Alright, so we no longer need to highlight any of these. We're gonna let them go back to their, what is it? Slight grayish color. Nope, that's not correct. That's the same color I just used. Reset, there we go. So they're all set up, so we got all of them done for the timeline. We'll include that in our post later, so we're done with that. As far as the events and holidays, I think I'm going to leave it at those two for the time being, because I don't have any other ideas as of yet. So, yeah, I want to... Oh, Porkum. There he is. Porkum, the god of life, which is fine. I think he's the only god they worship, but let's... This is heading 5, right? Yeah. Let me check my gods tab. Gods and realms. Alright. Let's see. We can scroll down for quite a while. Other gods of note. I thought we had an area. Alright, let me Control F. Oop, nope, wrong one. Wrong page I'm looking at. There he is, the Church of the First Squeal. This is okay, interesting. So yeah, it is just Porkum. Okay. So we'll keep that. We're good. We're good with our diseases. Big thing now is just the founding. So this isn't accurate anymore. Will be. Oh, they do live for 450 years. We're not doing that. Actually, are we? You know what? I think we might. Oh. Let me check something. Let me see. Let me see if I've already committed to this, then I will keep it. If I didn't, then I'm not going to worry about it. Let me first check something. Yeah. Description. Yeah, so we didn't stick with that, looks like. So, okay. That works. So we're gonna get rid of you. This is fine. Actually, that last part we will keep in here for the additional info. For the founding, oh man, I have no idea what to do for this. Let me think for a minute. Also trying to make this look nicer as we're working on things. Where do we even start with the founding for this race? Good question. That's really all we're kind of stuck with at this point is the founding. Well, we have the founding family, so Helga the First Queen. We have her listed. And we know when they were first is in the Wintered Age, 3900. In the year 3900 BS, yeah, before settlement. And it is said by the Helio that a rare warthog managed to escape from the labs of House Zazzle, and upon its escape, the warthog is said to have started to breed with the local pigs and hogs of the area, which would later create the Scrofe race, or as they were once known. What did I actually name them originally? I forget. I think Scrofe was the name. Okay. Yeah, where we are at. Whereas they were once known. No, we're not going to do it. Which would later create the Scrofe race. Or so the highly educated scholars, the Paleo Kingdom, describe the founding. In truth, we actually have no idea or recorded history of the founding of this species. What is known is that at some point a legendary 9 foot tall Scrofe landed upon the territory of the Helio Empire and destroyed a noble house that has been removed from all history books. This supposed Scrofe weighed over a ton, slaughtered thousands, and would later go on to become a deity from his supposed blood lust. It is also around the year 3900 BS that we learn of the first race or species to be completely immune to all arcane magic. It is said that they were cursed by the gods, so much so that only the divine magics of the world could harm them, for the gods refused to share in the destruction of such a hated species. What is known is that the first villages and recorded leader of the Scrofe people was a female Scrofe that called Helga, the first queen of House I think it is Helga. Son. Is that correct? Too many S's? Only two in this situation? Yeah, Helga the first queen. Okay. And that she took a large boar that had managed to kill half her clan in battle to husband. This supposed boar was known as Horkham, the god of life. And it was said that from his acceptance of Helga as queen, the Scrofe race would populate and grow at a rapid rate. Here we would see the first creation of the longboats that the Scrofe still to this day use in combat and travel. It is said that while the Helio tried to tame and manipulate the beasts of the world to help achieve their traveling goals, the Scrofe designed a boat that could travel all the way up the shallow rivers of the world and allowed further trade and expansion of influence. It would be Helga that would lead her people to infamy when they managed. Let's see what wars are going on during the year 39 BS. Wars. 39, we have 2 wars recorded, neither of which are in the world we are working with, so that's fine. The Scrofe race would, okay, nope, not what I'm reading. It would be Helga that would lead her people into infamy when they managed to sack the capital of the Helio. The city, let me pull up the map. What is it? Oh, there's no name, is there? Let me look. I don't think the capital has a name, but I'll check. Does the capital have a name? It doesn't look like we have the cities listed here. We have king here. Or we have the king. Okay. No, I don't see a listing here for the capital city, unless it's down at the bottom. No. Okay. So we don't have the capital of the Helio, and the main reason for the Helio and the main reason for the Helio not having conquered the northern continent altogether, as the Scrofe people, led by their queen Helga, would continuously slay and raid all ships passing between the continents, and thus full progression or full or outright war and conquest for the northern lands would be fully halted by the legendary race. By most Nords, Vedan, Nauthies, Orcs, and Gnolls. The Scrofe people are looked on with great respect and are valued mercenaries for hire. As the only race to be able to slay dragons, mages, and warriors alike, the Scrofe have gone down in history as one of the most respected and feared races, to the point that the Helio are said to have cursed Helga herself in her dying years by slipping her a potion through their main water source that would slow down the birth rates of all Scrofe. This was and that would be the end. Yeah. All right. Yep, we'll leave it at that. I think I'm good with the time. So we have the founding done. Known diseases are all done. Everything else is updated and working for the sheet. We have the cities listed. We don't have the map image, but that's fine. Yep. Okay. So I will list. I think the Scrofe are finally a race that can be confirmed as having been finished up. So we're gonna move them to lore not done, but artwork needed, and consider them a completed race. Thank you for those who've watched, and I will see you next time.